Hi everyone. Many tributes have poured in throughout the world with the loss of two Torah giants this past week. And many tributes have already been said, and perhaps many of you have already seen many of the videos and articles attesting to the greatness, the leadership of Rabbi Feinstein, a blessed memory, the great halachic decider and Torah sage who resided in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and the great Rabbi Jonathan Sacks, former chief rabbi of the British Empire. And both men really meant so much to Torah Judaism. They were people who really represented, in very different ways, very different personalities, backgrounds and styles, but they both really personified the mark of a Jew in today's world, to be an or lagoyim, to be a light unto all people, to spread values. And I think one of the secrets to both of their successes, and this is what they have in common, was something that we observe in today's Torah portion. When Abraham is coming to bury his beloved late wife Sarah, so the Torah describes that Sarah's life was 127 years, and the Torah uses the word years by each denomination of her life. She was 100 years, 20 years, and 7 years. And Rashi, the great commentator, states that all of her years were equal in goodness. In other words, each and every day was the same: consistency, and persistency. And in a recent interview that was just released, Rabbi Sacks said that he encountered failure so many times in his life, yet he got up the next morning and he just kept going. Similarly, Rabbi David Feinstein, very quiet, very shy person, no airs about him, very different charisma than Rabbi Sacks, yet he became the greatest, acknowledged to be the greatest halachic decider of his generation in America, because he just sat and learned and studied each and every day. He was consistent, and persistent in his growth. And there's so much to learn from both of these people, and I'm sure many of you have already heard many great tributes and perhaps taken something upon yourselves in memory of these two righteous individuals who did so much for the Jewish people in their own unique way. But there's one thing that binds them together, and that's one thing that we learn from Sarah also, from our matriarch Sarah, that the key into growth is consistency and persistency. That if you want to be great, you want to make a mark in Jewish history, you have to get up the next morning thinking, I'm going to do this all over again today. Even if yesterday was spectacular, or even if yesterday was a failure, I'm going to get up today and be even better. And the next morning, wake up with the same attitude, and the same attitude the next day and the next day. And that consistency and that persistency will make you great and will change the face of Jewish history, as Rabbi Feinstein, as Rabbi Sacks did, in their unique ways. May their memories be a blessing and an inspiration for us all to follow. Shabbat Shalom.